Die Hard. Look at the great graphic on the cover of that one and in the middle. Hey everybody, let's talk about LaserDiscs. Hey everybody, Tommy Braden here. Let's nerd out for just a few minutes. I want to talk about one of the old video formats that I had never heard of until I actually happened upon this player at a pawn shop years ago for like $15, and it's LaserDiscs. A lot of people don't know a lot about LaserDiscs. They weren't quite as popular as like DVDs or videotapes because you couldn't record on them, so they really only played. So that's why they didn't get quite as popular as like videotapes and stuff like that. I had never seen one until I bought the player. They just quite weren't as popular too because the movies were pretty expensive. Like this Top Gun LaserDisc here probably would have cost $30, $40, $50 back in the day. And that was a lot even back in the 80s and 90s. Pioneer was the main marketer of LaserDisc, and they invented most of the LaserDisc and technology. So they were the main player for LaserDisc. Look what I got. This is like one of the best ones ever. So they came in like these big sleeves and almost like a record. The way they worked is usually they were in these plastic sleeves, and they're almost like just like a big giant DVD with this big hole in the middle. They work very similar to a DVD. They go on the player and spin and play, but they're very, very similar. One of the big pluses to them is that they have really, really good sound. That's one of the really why people still collect them nowadays. One of the big things that people like to get on them is the Star Wars trilogy, the original trilogy, because it's the only format you can buy that it is uncut completely from the original theatrical release. So that's why a lot of people really collect these just for the Star Wars trilogies. The players are very large compared to a lot of our modern like Blu-ray players and stuff like that, but they also had a very large remote. They're pretty simple, stop, play, etc. They have like this big giant disc that slides out like magic, right? I've got quite a collection of these. We've picked them up for years at like thrift store, book and music type exchange places. We've got quite a collection of these we've amassed over the years. We've got Top Gun in the machine right now. This is Speed that we watched last night. That was a good one, had really good sound. Also, I've got this is a whole box set of a bunch of the Star Trek movies, including my favorite one, Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. We even got some for my wife, like My Best Friend's Wedding. Who am I kidding? I like it too, it's a good movie. Yes, the picture quality is not on par with like modern Blu-rays, but it's still pretty good. I would say it's better than DVDs and certainly better than VHSs, but it isn't quite like Blu-rays, but the picture quality is still pretty good and the audio is really good, especially if you got a really, really good stereo. So next time you're at the thrift store shop and you see some of these big silver record looking things, they are LaserDiscs. So if you see them, pick them up, send them to me. Thanks for nerding out with me for a little bit on LaserDiscs. My name's Tommy Braden. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.
Hey everybody. They're very reflective like mirrors.
They are very reflective like mirrors.